It looks like WWE is already trying to save their financial situation as much as possible, help mitigate the damages of this coronavirus situation, and they have released 20 wrestlers and numerous producers. I'll go through the list right now. Apparently, according to the Wrestling Observer, there's likely going to be more releases coming. Drake Maverick, I've heard of him, never seen him. He's released. Kurt Hawkins, real name Brian Myers, huge asshole of a person. He's released. Carl Anderson, he's released. Luke Gallows, wrestled him before in Deep South Wrestling. Nice guy, he's released. EC3, he's released. Leo Rush, gone. Eric Young, gone. Heath Slater. Now, keep in mind, I was actually in Deep South Wrestling at the same time as Heath Slater. We were both non-contract wrestlers. Nova Mike Busey was in charge of talent at that time in WWE, and he actually hired Heath Slater from Deep South Wrestling around 2006. Didn't hire me, so in Mike Busey's opinion, Heath Slater was a better signee than me. So he had a job for like 14 years. That's pretty good for a guy that looks like him. Aiden English, heard of him, never seen him wrestle. He's gone. Kurt Angle, he's released. Sarah Logan, she's released. Referee Mike Chioda, gone. Eric Rowan, gone. Primo and Epico, they haven't been used in like almost a year. Savio Vega told us back in a shoot interview he did with us back in October, he thought they were released back then, but they're released now. Carlos Colon's son and nephew, gone. Mike Bennett, Mike Kanellis, he wanted his release for a long time. He was whining and complaining that he was sitting at home getting paid huge money. Well, you got your wish now. You're not going to be getting any money. Zack Ryder, another piece of shit of a person. Total piece of shit. He's gone. Long overdue his release. No Way Jose, released. Rusev, the guy that allowed his wife to make out with another guy on TV, he's released. Well, pal, I wonder if you regret allowing your wife to make out with another talent and then they dump you. That's funny. I guess Maverick posted a video saying he's still going to be in the NXT Cruiserweight Championship tournament even though he's released. So obviously he's not winning that. Kurt Angle had only been doing, I guess, behind-the-scene roles prior to his release and working for a commentator on 205 Live, which, as I've been reporting, pretty much no one watches. PW Insider is also saying that Billy Kidman, Mike Rotundo, the father of Bray Wyatt, Dave Finlay, Pat Buck, Sean Daivari, Scott Armstrong, Sarah Stock, who's a nice person, Shane Helms, and Lance Storm are also looking like they're going to be gone from WWE. Lance Storm recently closed his wrestling school to take that WWE job, but I'm sure most of those producers, I don't know if AEW needs them, but a guy like Lance Storm I could see going to AEW. A lot of, like, I can see EC3, Anderson, and Gallows going to AEW. Eric Rowan I could see going to AEW. So we'll see how that turns out. But it's not, AEW might not be looking to hire a bunch of people immediately either because they're going to have their own financial issues. Spring cleaning, COVID-19 edition, Matt R says, well, I agree with the majority. I agree with about 85% of those releases. Those guys are just a waste of money for the most part, other than, as I said, maybe a handful of those guys. Jay Hazard, who the hell is going to produce this shit now? They have tons of producers, tons. I'm not going to say them off the top of my head, but they still have tons of people under contract. Ralph Vaquero says get rid of a bunch of jerks. Jump Tube says most of those guys have been there forever. So there you go, guys. I'll update you if more releases are announced. A lot of those people were bitching that they didn't want their contracts to do nothing. So they'll get their wish. Maybe some of them will have to work real jobs for a living now.